Hello? Okay, I guess we're starting. Alright, well, let's see where I can get this thing going here. My name is Mac Linardis. I had a stroke, which resulted in a, significant brain damage issue for me. 2009, I guess, in late February, early March. And it's taken me, well over 2 years to get to this point where I can feel a little bit secure about talking to you about it and give you some insight to just what it was like to have a stroke. And, well, here it goes. I'm 45 years old. Again, my name is Mac Linardis. I have 3 girls and a separated wife. And, gone through some serious challenges, let's just say, over the last couple of years. Started out with some paralysis, my right side, right arm, right leg. And with that, a whole different world of thinking, almost. A whole new emotional level to deal with. Inability to hide emotion, or I don't know how even to do that. I'm very reactive, easily hurt, easily tampered with, to the point where if somebody wants to cause great disruption or pain to me physically or mentally, never mind the physical part, it's simple. You just have to play a little bit on it and smack me a few times, and I'm out there. I'd be freaked. I live a current existence here in my basement suite. It's pretty, it's pretty normal. I surround it with some artwork that I've done over the past, year, as I spent a lot of time here, and I spent a lot of bored time here, and alone time. I found it, or at least my creative part of me, which never had before, came out by means of drawing or coloring with pastels. And with that also, another creative venue is my writing. It's a bit weird. It's very personal. And for somebody who's very concerned about confidentiality when it comes to doctors or shrinks or people that are trying to help me along my way, I've found it somewhat weird, as most people, that I'll write all of my trouble, experiences, whatever, onto paper, or in this case, into my blog. It's separatedandbewildered.com. And my artwork is under linardis.com. So, over the year, every time I feel the need, and it's often because I spend most of my days in here, in my prison, let's say, in my safe prison, it's what I do. I enjoy it. It's me being creative. Nobody's over my shoulder. I get to draw stuff, which is, to me, when I re-look at it, I can't believe I've done it. It's really cool. Never had any lessons. Never drew anything in my past. Still haven't. Yet I yearn or feel a drive to put color to paper, as well as my writing. I feel it necessary that I, on a daily or weekly basis, or whatever I find the need to, express myself or my emotional problems through the use of a pen, which leaves me very open booked, so to speak. If you want to get into my head and my experiences over the last 3 years, read some of my stuff. It's interesting, a bit weird. I cannot even read it. it sends me back. It sends me back to the moment. So if I was writing about something in my past that was very sensitive to me and it was upsetting me, I wrote down what was bothering me in the moment. And believe me, if I reread it, I will experience that exact moment. It triggers me right back to that moment. And if it was something very, very predominantly hurtful or upsetting, it will cause me a couple of days of pain or a couple of weeks of pain to like get over it and forget it. I have this unique ability, actually, which in some ways is my curse, to forget things. So over the couple of years, I've managed to forget a lot of my bad experiences. But when jostled or pushed into that direction, I can remember a lot of it. And heck, I'm still in that world of that same problem. My art and drawings, or actually my blogs, I wrote them as moments in time. It may appear when you're reading them that you think that I spent all day in a cursive mode, where I just can't wait to dip into that ugly, sinking, crappy, emotional garbage, just for the moment to be creatively writing about it. No, it's far from it. I find by writing it down in some way that I'm recording it, and it's very important that I don't forget some things. It's at mine. It puts my mind at ease where I won't forget it because there's a paper trail. And if I want to go revisit these shitty experiences, yeah, I don't have to worry about forgetting them too much. I just got to open my own blog and give it a read. I'm sure it'll set me back 2 years if I read my entire bullshit, if you want to say. That's what it is. So once I've filed one of those blogs, I don't ever read them again. It's like, been there, done that, and it's gone. And I dare not open them up because of what I was telling you earlier, where it's going to send me back into a very, very negative part of one of my experiences. Although, what's kind of cool about what I do, right, is I'll catch myself being very creative at times where I can't believe how it just sort of flows out there. It all seems so good. I'm sure it's not so good to you, but for me, with my background, I mean, I never read much. When I was growing up, I read maybe a handful of books. Tried reading a few times, big books or big authors like Stephen King. Just had no headspace for it. No value. And as for a computer or writing stuff, believe me, do not wish or never thought I would ever find it. I would be compelled to own a computer and dwell on writing some cool shit. I mean, it's really cool. So, I spent most of my life up till 3 years ago working like jobs, like from 3 o'clock in the morning. I worked for a company as a dispatcher for a transit company. And I've been working 2 jobs since I was 18. If I wasn't doing building managing or foster child care, or recently before I got hurt was painting and climbing up ladders, and it's kind of what started this whole bad affair where I just was too tired and overworked, and it caused me to have an accident.